Now, this summer, a Mid-Missourian went to the Texas border to help those seeking asylum.
KOMU8's Monica Harkins is in the studio with more on how his journey in Texas is pushing him to advocate throughout our state.
Deportation, immigration, seeking asylum. These concepts can be tough to truly understand. Pedro Guerrero says he felt the same way, even though he came to the U.S. from Peru when he was a child. But after meeting women detained in Texas, he wants people to understand the weight of each person's story.
Primero, antes de todo, bienvenidos a los Estados Unidos. Nosotros como
Translated, welcome to America. It's what Pedro Guerrero told asylum seekers while volunteering at South Texas Residential Center, a detention center along the border.
So we're sort of the first people to validate their effort and to welcome them into the United States with open arms.
Photos and videos of these detention centers are hard to come by, but this video released by Customs shows a small preview of another center. St. Louis lawyer Mark Timmerman went with his friend Guerrero.
People who have suffered abuse and torture and violence from men in their lives all the way up to the government, and yet we had to go to a detention center because they're being detained like prisoners.
Guerrero's family sought asylum from Peru when he was 2 years old, and he says his life has come full circle in a way.
That I am sort of experiencing or paying witness to the same fear.
He's now speaking to Mid-Missourians about what he experienced in Texas.
After creating those strong bonds with those people, knowing that they're probably being sent back to their death was one of the hardest things to face.
A common misconception is that President Trump is the first president to take a strong immigration stance. But Timmerman says lawyers today are still using the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act of 1996, which was signed in by President Bill Clinton. After their experience, Timmerman says America has its idea about immigration wrong.
The fact that all these people are criminals, nope, doesn't make sense. The fact that they're coming to take our jobs, nope, that wasn't at all a part of my experience. These women.
And that's another reason Guerrero wants people to know the stories of real people fighting to save their lives here in America. Now, today I reached out to Missouri GOP, Boone County Republicans, both Missouri senators. No one wanted to talk about this highly debated issue. However, AG and Senate candidate Josh Hawley's campaign blames the Obama administration and Claire McCaskill for not addressing the, quote, broken immigration system. A spokesperson for the campaign says the U.S. needs a system to better screen refugees. In the studio, Monica Harkins, KOMU8 News.